It's so good.
Well, hello, friend. How are you today? I hope you are doing as well as I am. It is a beautiful day today here in Northeast Kansas. A little bit windy, but we are the windy state after all. The sun is out. The weather is actually pretty cool. I mean, it's like perfect camping weather. I couldn't be more blessed, and I hope that you all are too. So, hey, welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Angela and I am the Inquisitive Farmwife. I call myself that because, well, you never really know what I'm going to be up to. And this month I have been participating in a really fun collaboration called Label to Table. My friend Linda over at Tuliloo Creates is the person who came up with this. And then she gathered some of our good friends and we each got a weeknight day. So mine's Friday, fun food Fridays. And I've been trying a totally new recipe to me every single Friday for the month of May. I have really enjoyed this collaboration. It has been so inspiring to remember that you've got so many things in the cabinet and they all come with either recipes or sometimes a QR link or a website where you can usually find recipes on different and unique ways to use that company's product. And so I have been having so much fun figuring out how I can do that because yes, I love to cook from scratch, but sometimes convenience is key too. And it's really handy to be able to just throw something together like tonight's meal in 30 minutes or less. I wanted to bring you something fast and easy and quick. I found these Hidden Valley Ranch packets for $1 at one of the discount stores that I went to. And on the back, there is a recipe for buttermilk glazed chicken. And honestly, friends, this just couldn't be any easier at all. It's going to be simple. It's going to be quick. It's going to be delicious. And it's going to be fun. So my family loves ranch. And I was looking at this, not knowing, I kind of didn't really pay any attention to how much meat I was going to get. And I thought, oh, I'll just get 3 of them. I don't know why. I got 3 of them. Well, I happen to have a 5-pound package of chicken legs in my freezer. I've got a bunch of chicken legs that I need to work through. If you know, you know. Those of you who have stuck around for a while, you hear my saga of how I'm constantly buying chicken legs, thinking I'm all out, and then I buy more, and then I'll can it, and then I'll forget about it, and then I'll buy more so I can fry some chicken or whatever. Well, anyway, I almost always have chicken legs in the freezer. So today, we're going to use up some of those chicken legs because on the back of the package, it just says 2 pounds of chicken. Any kind. So do you like thighs? Do you like breast? Whatever. Boneless? It doesn't matter. I don't think. So the chicken legs and thighs can go either way. We'll have legs or we'll have bones in them, and that's going to make it weigh just a little bit more. However, I have 5 pounds and you need 2 pounds. So my options were, okay, 2 pounds, do I take out the fact that there is a bone and just use the 2 packets? Or should I go ahead and open up a 3rd packet and just use half of it? And then my 3rd option is, we love ranch. Why wouldn't I just go ahead and make all 3 packs and have a little extra glaze on there? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to use 3 of these packs. And the only other thing you need is vegetable oil. So if you have the ranch packet, grab some vegetable oil, 2 pounds of whatever kind of chicken you want, and meet me back here in the kitchen and we'll put this together. So what I did here is I thawed the chicken legs and I went ahead and I poured off any of the liquids that were on there. You want to, maybe even pat them dry, and I put them into a bowl. And now I need, for 1 packet, you'll need 2 tablespoons. But for this, we're tripling it, so we'll need 6 tablespoons of the vegetable oil. So I happen to have this tiny little measurement for liquid measurement here. We're going to have to do 3 tablespoons twice because it only does 4 tablespoons. We can do the math on this. No big deal. I could have used my bigger one, but I just really like using this little one for, you know, vanilla and oils and things I just need a few tablespoons of. So there's that. And then now all we have to do is open up our packet. And I'm going to sprinkle it on. Okay, 2 of them and a 3rd one. Now I'm just going to use my hands nice and clean, and we're going to coat this, and we're going to make sure that we've got the oil, we've got the seasoning, we've got it on all of the chicken. And I'll just kind of keep turning and flipping. Just make sure it's got coated really well. And then over here, they suggest that you go ahead and get yourself a pan and grease it. However, this is a very well-loved piece of stoneware, and so it doesn't necessarily, it doesn't need the extra added to it because it has been seasoned so well. It's kind of like cast iron, you know? And I've noticed that I'm going to try to pull up the skin if it fell a bit while I was tossing. And I remember I had 10 pieces, and I think they will all fit on this bar pan just fine. Just want to make sure that I have a little bit of room around them, and it smells amazing. Did I tell you my family really loves ranch? We do. We do, we do. Now we've got them all on the pan. I do not want to waste this, so we're going to take any of this glaze, and I'm going to go ahead and pour it over the top. So depending on the size of whatever chicken you choose to use, it might take a little longer or a little less time to cook. The average is like 25 to 30 minutes, but like I said, if you have a big piece or a bone-in, it's really going to make a difference. You want to just make sure you get to that internal temperature of 165 degrees. So if you haven't already, which you probably didn't because I don't think I even remembered to tell you, preheat your oven 375 degrees. So when that's ready, this is going to go in. And then I'm going to think about what am I going to serve with this. They suggested green beans. I think my family would probably like the green beans, maybe some mashed potatoes. What kind of sides do you like to eat on a weeknight? We are also going to make a side dish today of some some smashed cheesy potatoes. So this recipe comes from the Idahoan website. So your instant Idahoan potatoes. They suggest that you get the red potatoes, but you can use any kind you want. And then they tell you to just make the packet just like the directions say. We've done that part. Now let's do something different with them. Now I have my cast iron preheating. I'm going to go ahead and spray this down. I'm using olive oil. It's just my choice oil, but you can use butter or whatever you want. I just want to make sure I have a nice oiled surface. And while this gets good and hot, I am going to gather my other ingredients, which is just chives. Sadly, I don't have any fresh chives today, so I just have to use the dried. And shredded cheddar cheese. That's it. You'll need 1 cup of this. I'm going to kind of flatten my potatoes here so that I can divide them out, and we're going to make 4. We're going to turn this into 4 different, I guess, kind of like a patty. I want to wait until that is nice and hot, though. I just pulled the chicken out of the oven. Can you hear that? It smells delicious. I went ahead and decided to cook this for 40 minutes because with the bone in, you have to cook it a little bit longer. But doesn't it look lovely? Now I'm going to set this aside to cool while we work on our potatoes. Oh, almost forgot. Now I want to turn that oven up to 400 degrees. And just like that, it's already starting to heat up. Check this out. Can you see the steam coming off? And the oil kind of just changed shape. So this is nice and hot. Just want to spread that around. And I'm going to take each of these patties and make a scoop out of them and put them on here. And we're going to kind of pan fry these. And I think this one's a little bit bigger, so we'll add it to that. So we have our 4 mounds, and while this is cooking, this is when you would add fresh chives if you have them. I don't, so we'll just go ahead and be glad to have the dried. And I'd say a teaspoon maybe per potato, just to your taste. And then next, we're going to divide that 1/2 cup, so we'll say about 1/4 of a cup. We're going to mound on top of each of these potatoes. And I can smell that these are cooking. It almost smells like they're burning, so I'm going to shut this off because I don't want it to burn. And I'll go ahead and give it a quick look. Yes, we have seared on the bottom. So now I'm going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees for like 7 minutes. And now the potatoes are done. Doesn't this look delicious? Cheesy, yummy, delicious potatoes. And here it is, folks. Dinner served. Hidden Valley Ranch, Buttermilk Ranch chicken legs, and Idahoan potatoes, cheesy smashed potato, home canned green beans. Looks good to me. Well, guys, thanks so much for being here with me today. I had a lot of fun in the kitchen with you, whipping up a fast meal at home with easy to use ingredients from label to table. Bye for now, friends. See you next time.